First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. What did y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Is anybody shocked that Drew did what he was doing? Are y'all shocked that Drew did what he did? Drew, oh, spoiler alert. Drew told Alexis that basically she can't see Scout anymore. She was crying and stuff. First, I thought she was going to slap him. I was like, don't slap him. That's what he want. He going to have you arrested next. He going to have you arrested next because he already threatened to have Jason arrested. But, what was I going to say? We're just going to dive into the review. But yeah, his lowdown tale first, he was talking to Danny. Danny was like, you can't be serious. And he even asked Jason, he was like, do you think Uncle Drew would really have me arrested? He was like, yeah. I'm like, Danny, I will say, Danny do have to know that you can't run around doing stuff. Because Drew was mentioning to Alexis how, what he did with Rocco, and then what he did with Scout. And I was like, he got a point. He can't keep thinking he can get away with stuff, or he is going to turn out to be like Jason. But to say he over here trying to grab his sister is insane. It's insane. But yeah, he told Alexis she can't see Scout anymore. And I was like, you gonna have her run away? I said, she gonna run away. Somebody had said that she's supposed to run away. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if they were speculating or what. But yeah, they were saying how she probably gonna run away because she just said how she missed her family and she want to see them. And she had Danny bring her. I said, what's stopping her from running away? Because that's what they be doing. Hold on. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown because I got to go. Let me see what time it is first. 3:10. I'm late, y'all. Okay, so Drew was trying to get Jason arrested too. He was asking Chase if he had 2 handcuffs, in case he intervened or interfered with Danny being arrested. Chase ended up telling him, he's not going to do it or whatever, but he will give Danny a warning. Drew said him and Willow are the only ones that's authorized to take Scout. Willow ended up slapping Lucas, and she skedaddled up out of there. She hurried up and left up out of there. Now, I wasn't expecting Elizabeth to send her home, though. I definitely wasn't. But yeah, and I said, Marco. Lucas is going to be upset. You don't sit up here. First of all, he playing both sides because he sit up there and like, okay, you want me to go down to HR or whatever? I, vouch for you or whatever. Then ran to his dad and told him to hurry up. And, tell Sonny what you said you was going to tell him if he don't get in line and do what you want and stuff like that. He going to make it public that the judge was bribed or else he going to lose his leverage. I see you low down thing, you. Hold on. And I said, look, your sister tried to tell you. Now look at you. Well, I said, now look at you. He ain't found out yet. He ain't found out yet. He don't even know. He going to be blindsided. But yeah, he's talking about the time now. The time is now to, tell Sonny, if he don't do what he want or whatever, he's going to make it public that he bribed the judge. I said, but he's the one who bribed the judge. But yeah, hold on. Let me see. I already said Drew said him and Willow are the only ones that's authorized to take Scout. Willow ends up slapping Lucas, and she's skedaddled up out of there. Maxie ends up bringing James to Cody. I don't know if she said they supposed to have swim lessons or he's supposed to have swim lessons or what, but they was throwing a little football or whatever, and they ran into Sitwell. And James don't sit up here and told that, Mac is Maxie, stepdaddy or something like that? Hold on. Just over here just telling stuff. Kids just be telling stuff. I mean, I figure he already knew either way it go, and he over here playing in Maxie's face like he didn't know that, she wanted to go to the police. And she still want to go to the police. So I want to know what's going to convince her to go to the police, or if, Sidwell going to tip off Mac or what. But yeah, let's see. I said Sidwell trying to play Maxie like he don't know that she don't agree with not going to the police. Carly ends up telling Lisa not to rat out Lulu because, that's going to hurt Rocco. Gio ends up asking Brooklyn what she doing there because he thought she was there to see him or whatever. I don't know if she was, but she said she had to get Maxie's signatures and stuff like that. I feel like Gio gonna eventually cave soon. Something's gonna lead to him caving. We'll see. What else? Let's see. Willow ends up telling Elizabeth she just made a mistake that could permanently cost her kids. Alexis tells Drew no crime was committed or whatever, trying to convince him not to have Danny arrested because he still, I thought, based on the preview, he was gonna change his mind. No. Then he threatened Jason. Then he over here telling Alexis she can't see her or none of her family can see Scout anymore. And he told her, this is what I'm supposed to be open with. He told her, hey, Amy, how you doing today? What did he say? I think he said Sam's opinion don't matter. Some type of way he said it. And I said, oh, my goodness. She was like, how dare you? I said, slap him. Then I said, don't slap him because he going to have you arrested. He loves trying to have somebody arrested. How many crimes he done committed? How many crimes have he committed? Isn't it considered a crime that he set up Tracy even though she wasn't the one that did it? Wouldn't that be a crime too? I don't know, y'all. But yeah, let's see. I already said Alexis told Drew that no crime was committed. Alexis tells Drew Scout would blame herself, and he was like, "But she'll get over it because I explained it to." I was like, "He just don't care." I said, "I don't know what it's gonna take or what," but yeah, and I feel like now Alexis may definitely end up trying to get custody because she can't see the kids. She can't see Scout anymore. She was talking to Brenda about it. Josh ends up saying that the woman being too handsy with her husband, she told the guy. I feel like that guy gonna end up doing something because Britt keep on what's the word I can use? I don't want to say antagonizing, but she keep letting him know that he's not the one in charge. Oh yeah, and spoiler alert, Corlette is not she crooked. I mean, I think we kind of knew she was crooked, but she definitely crooked. We knew she was crooked because she worked for the WSB. Well, we definitely found out today's episode. Excuse me. We definitely found out on today's episode, at the end of the episode, that she crooked. She don't snitched on Josh and Vaughn. She don't sit up here and told the dude. So she connected to them. I said Brandon gonna find out. If he let go of Carly long enough, he'll end up finding out. But yeah, so the people were saying that there was Corlette. Remember that day Sonny was having surgery? They were saying there was Corlette. It wasn't. She go right there, snitching and stuff. Don't sit up here and told on Jocelyn. That's why Vaughn gonna get choked or whatever, and Josh gonna come in. But it looked like she couldn't see, so I want to know if they're gonna tamper with her eyesight or what, or she was just struggling. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, let me see what else. What time it is? 3:15. Okay, let me hurry up. Let me see. Josh had said that the woman being too handsy with her husband. That's when the guy went over there and told Britt or asked her what she was doing, and she was just saying, she's alone and she want to talk to somebody and stuff like that. Lucas tell Marco what happened. That's when he was saying, he was a witness, so if he needs one, he got him. He'll go down to the HR, don't sit up here and snitch. I said, how you gonna tell him you'll be a witness, but you told Drew no longer wants Alexis or Danny or anyone in their family associated with Scout? That's not right. Exactly. What else? Exactly. I was like, you the only one. Well, I ain't gonna say the only one, but as of right now, you the main one that shouldn't be seeing Scout. You ain't thought about that girl in ages. You too focused on Willow and her kids. Now you mad. Tell myself, yeah, or whatever. Can you understand why I feel how I feel? Dude, shut up. Hold on. Let me see. What else? Excuse me. Shay said he gonna give Danny a warning. That's when he ends up telling him, he can't do that. Him and Jason got very lucky and stuff like that. Drew said he's trying to protect Scout because Jason hasn't taught that rules apply to him. And I was like, I technically agree because he going to have to do more than just tell him to not do that or whatever. He definitely going to have to do more. I definitely said he going to have to do more. Let's see. Oh, the guy, I still don't know his name. That's guarding Britt because that's what he doing. He ain't just tending to her needs. He's guarding her. He's watching her. And he think he in charge. He said nobody can know that Britt's there, but too late. Josh done told Vaughn. Vaughn, he hasn't told Brenda or anything like that. But yeah, he was like, nobody can know that she's there, so she got to keep a low profile. And I wrote down, I was like, is that Corlette? And they revealed it was her. But yeah, she was in disbelief that Brenda sent Josh because she not trained enough, and he was like, he know what he doing and stuff like that. And she was just questioning him about it. But after that, she went out there and she called the dude at the doggone resort. Telling my son, you got two agents there who pretended to be a newlyweds and told the name. So that's why Vaughn gonna be getting choked out. That's exactly why Vaughn gonna be getting choked out. Let me see. 3:17. Okay. Josh ends up telling Vaughn he not supposed to be around another woman and stuff like that if they pretended to be newlyweds. I said exactly. First I thought he was on to Britt. He knew something. He did tell Josh that he was trying to question her to see what she know because she a long-term resident and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought he was crooked. It don't look like it, y'all. Excuse me. What else? Let me see. Albrecht going to Anna to vouch for her. She called her over there. Anna ends up saying that she think that Britt would want Lisa to get along with Rocco's parents and not, argue with them and stuff like that. So she agreed, but she hard-headed. I don't think she's going to do anything. And she said how basically Rocco is like a grandson to her. That's the last connection she has to Britt. And I said, well, Britt's still alive, so go find. But no, let me see. Let's see. Brennan said he not pulling the plug because Corlette was trying to get him to pull the plug, and that's when she went out there, like I said. Britt trying to get rid of the guy, and he don't like that. He made a face and stuff like that, and she ended up finding out that whoever in charge, because they still haven't said a name, they wasn't there. They was not there. Marco tells Silva that he needs to act now before it's too late. Lucas don't think that Willow should be around the kids right now because, she's struggling. Elizabeth don't seem to agree. And I said, she need help. She definitely do. If she get herself together, then she'll get the kids. How freaking hard is that to understand? You see, they keep saying how they see that she's not the same person. She's not the same Willow. She told Drew that he needs to stay back so she can heal and all this other stuff. But you can't understand why right now isn't the right time for her to see the kids. But yeah, I think she gonna do something worse than slap somebody. I think she gonna do something worse than slap somebody. But yeah, let's see. Lucas don't think Willow should be around the kids. Rocco tells Gio that he glad he knows the truth because he was mad that Brooklyn, did that to Rocco. And he was like, no, I don't blame her. Danny wasn't supposed to find it. He just found it or whatever. But he told her, he grateful that she did because he deserved to know. And I feel like Gio gonna come around, like I was saying. Brooklyn still thinks not going to the police is a good idea. Maxie doesn't agree, and she keep on saying it. And I was like, yeah, they finna snitch on Sonny. Danny asked if Drew would have him arrested. That's when Jason was like, yeah, because he hates him. And he told him, don't do anything like that again because he itching for a reason to have him locked up. I said, exactly. He definitely itching for a reason. I said, matter of fact, all y'all stay out his way. I said, all y'all stay out his way because that's the first thing he said, have him arrested. I was like, report him. Don't you supposed to get in trouble for not doing your job? I said, he over here want to act like he doing his job now. Want to sit up here and act like he doing his job. Arrest him. Hold on. I said he done committed about how many crimes by now? But yeah, let's see. Drew said what Sam would have wanted doesn't matter, and Alexis took offense to that. Marco said Sitwell could lose his leverage if he doesn't act now because Willow is spiraling. Told what Lucas said. And I said Lucas gonna be highly upset. He's gonna be highly upset. Jason tell Danny to be careful. Drew won't let Alexis see Scout anymore or any of her family. Aubrey said Brendan and Anna don't play by the rules, so they'll be a match for each other. Vaughn and Josh end up figuring out that Britt's involved because, she got a background in regards to lab and stuff like that. I already said Corlett snitched on Josh and Vaughn, don't put them in danger. Elizabeth said that Willow's in no shape to see patients. That's when she told her to go home or whatever. And she was like, no, I got to prove that I'm a fit parent and stuff like that. She's supposed to be talking to Chase on tomorrow's episode. I said, Chase, maybe you can help her. Maybe you can talk some sense into her. But I don't think nobody can right now. I think she needs to get help. I don't know if she actually gonna grab the kids or anything like that. I just know they keep mentioning Isaiah cabin or whatever. But we'll see. I said now Marco helping to mess with Lucas' people. Now Sonny was one thing. He already said how he didn't care nothing about that. But now you messing with his nephew and his nephew kids or whatever. Now you messing with them. Because Michael don't know nothing about nothing. Sonny don't know nothing about nothing because Sid was the one who did it. He the one who did it. Don't sit up here and told him to act now. I said, Carla was right. She was right. And Lucas finna find out one way or another. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me know your thoughts down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have girls today and be safe.